What's up, YouTube? And welcome back to another review. This time we got Avatar: The Way of Water. So we did watch it about just under a week ago.
Yeah.
So we let it settle in a little bit.
Try to set our thoughts on it.
Oh yeah, and I remember like Avatar, like watching the first one back. I think what 08 or 09. For me, that was like the first like big high definition movie in 1080p.
I mean, it was at the
For
time.
me, at least as well.
So,
So,
yeah, and it was arguably probably like I think it was just straight up like probably one of the most beautiful movies.
Oh yeah, and I don't know necessarily like it was beautiful. Like it was a very nice, enjoyable plot. But it was just like I think like the biggest beautiful takeaway was the scenery.
Yes,
and
I think that was the biggest thing for it. It was like it wasn't that the plot was bad in the first one. It was just that and the biggest thing was just how gorgeous the movie looked. I think.
Oh, it was amazing.
So it was like a huge thing at the time. I remember.
Oh yeah, and like Pandora and stuff, and like everybody had questions about Pandora. Like, oh, can they make this, almost not necessarily revolutionary, but just like even better going into the second movie back in 2022 when we've seen pretty much everything at this point.
Yeah, I think it was definitely a pleasant surprise for me.
Yeah.
Because I went in with not low expectations, but I was just going in like, it was just a movie to watch. Not that I didn't like the first one, but I guess it's been so many years, I was like, okay, whatever. Like,
it's not like something you were itching for.
Yeah, it's not like, it's not like something that I'm actively looking out for. So.
Oh, for sure.
So it was definitely a pleasant surprise, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about you. So.
Oh, yeah, and just watching it, just like how nice it looked and like how tossing in different types of like tribes. Like, so obviously we know our forest people. And now, because we thought that was only Avatar.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So now we have the sea people.
Yes.
Which like they're almost like a turquoise color, which is very aesthetically pleasing. I like that. It was so cool.
I will say one thing, like just adding on to that. The movie was, I think, like the biggest takeaway, at least for me, is like the movie was just kind of lives up to the first in the sense that like it was just like beautiful. Like it was like all around, like the entire movie was beautiful.
I don't think there was one thing that looked shit.
No, I think there was one thing that looked shit.
What was it?
I can't remember what scene it was. There was something that like blew up. Like an explosion. An explosion, I could tell. Like it just looks like fake as fuck. Yeah. It's like that's the only thing that I can recall. Like it's like one frame. It's like 5 frames in the movie.
Yeah.
Something very small, not impactful, and I just remember like I can't remember what it was. I just remember it was an explosion.
Yeah.
And if you watch it and you pay attention to it, you probably notice it.
Yeah.
It just looks like the physics are just weird.
Well, I know there's a lot of people with the movie that I spoke to about it. They all said one thing, and you probably agree with this, that the plot was predictable.
Well, of course.
But like, I don't think that's a bad thing.
But
I don't think that's a bad thing.
Even the first Avatar had a very predictable plot. Like it's
no, but then again, like a movie like that, how are you supposed to be like, oh, I'm gonna challenge you with the plot that's so crazy?
It's not a movie that tries to challenge you with the plot. It doesn't try to go out of the bounds.
Linear is not a bad thing.
It's not. It shows that linear is a very good thing because what happens is if you go too out of the bounds, it will become shit because you're fucking reaching for places that like shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
Well, I mean, there's some movies get it right.
Exactly, when it gets it right, it's great. But I think in the case of this movie, it's like the first Avatar. They stayed very linear, and I think it did the movie well because it's not the kind of the movie that should be. Like I think the movie is more focused on like the aesthetics.
That's what it's focused on.
Showing off the technology, like it's fucking.
And I think the moral of the story.
That's what I was gonna
like how humans we're so greedy and we don't care. And I think that's where the story can continue. By the way, where like. Apparently humans are trying to establish life there because they won't be able to on Earth. Earth is dying, which is kind of funny, which is kind of happening in real life.
They fucked over everything on Earth. So and that's what we're doing right now. Yeah. So there you go. But no, I mean for sure, like this movie, I've never been more happy to see humans die in a movie.
Yeah, I know exactly. Oh, there's so many guys. I was like, yo, chop that guy up.
Yeah, for sure. And dude, when you see that guy's arm get ripped off,
I mean, because like they were killing like the whale type creatures.
Oh, I remember
for no reason.
It was pretty funny because. Remember, he took off the whale's arm or whatever?
Yeah.
Or like, it's like flap. Like,
oh, shit.
And then they cut off the same thing. Yeah.
Karma. I was like...
Yeah, exactly. So it's pretty funny. Definitely, like I said, I think those are the biggest 3 things. It's like, again, the aesthetics, and again, the story, it's more about morals than it is about like other stuff. It's like morality, right? It's like, humans aren't always the good guys.
No, for sure, 100%. So. Well, I think there's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad in humans. I think.
Of course,
and that's what shows it though. Because there's good ones. Yeah, like Kiri, the daughter, is obviously a human, it's an avatar.
And most notably Jake Sully.
So Jake Sully, of course, right? It just showed like in the original movie, like he notices they're doing what they're doing wrong, and obviously kills, and that's why and that's where the plot. And I liked how that kind of like obviously the colonel felt portrayed, right?
Yeah, my biggest complaint about the movie, everything was great. Some of dialogue was very unnecessary. Did not need to be.
Yeah, you said that to me. Yeah.
And that's the only thing that I think I really have to say bad about the movie, just because it takes you out of the moment. Like the moments were like it's a very long movie. Like how long was it?
Almost 3.5 hours.
And it flew by.
Yeah.
And that's a testament to how good it is. Like it immerses you into it.
Yeah, because that length is like really long. Like that. Like not a lot of movies can pull that shit
off. That's
mafia
level, right? Like,
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Not mafia. Sorry, Godfather.
Well, last one I watched that was like all that almost that long. No, that long was The Batman, but that was it.
Yeah. But no, I mean like it flew by. The visuals were immersing. The audio was I don't know if you guys anybody watching is like too much of an audio head, but the sound design for the movie was very, very well done. Like very, because usually in movies like when you hear the voices are too quiet and like the sounds are too loud, like the explosion stuff. Like this movie was like perfect balance. Like it was very, very well balanced.
Yeah.
And like when it was like intense, it was intense. When it was supposed to be like calming, kind of like supposed to like kind of be sad. Like it was perfect at that. And I think the soundtrack was great.
Oh yeah.
So
I kind of like I want to compare it to Black Panther 2, this movie where it kind of like don't you watch Black Panther with Wakanda and almost immerses you into it, like because it's so cultural. This feels the same way.
Yeah, it was actually that's kind of a good parallel.
No, because think about like it's very tribal, right? It feels tribal.
Yeah,
because Wakanda, okay, it's not a tribe, but like it almost feels like some sort of tribal community.
Like a small knit community, kind of like.
And they have their values and their beliefs and stuff. And I feel like Pandora is almost like that in a way.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I think you kind of nailed it on the head. That's a great comparison.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny they both released like at the same time.
They're not 1-to-1, but no, it is definitely very interesting comparison for sure. So.
Yeah. Like, did you like the characters, all of them? Like,
I like all the characters.
The daughters. How'd you feel about like Sully coming back?
That's all fine, I guess.
Did you expect anybody to die that didn't? Like, there's any way you thought Sully was gonna die?
No, I thought the mom was gonna die.
You thought so? Yeah. Okay.
Like when she was going for the colonel.
Yeah.
I thought like she was gonna die like at the same time as him or something. I
Yeah.
thought like if that's the one thing I predicted that I thought that was gonna be happening, but so it didn't end up.
Well, like her actress Zoe Saldana plays like Gamora, tons of great actress. Oh man, she killed it. Yeah. She had very like even when the son died, like the amount of emotion. Just fucking fantastic. Like, so good. So I just love like the whole moral of the story. Like I wonder what. Because
it makes you question a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm assuming I didn't really do research anymore, but I'm assuming we're getting the 3 more movies that I was talking about. Like, where do you think this story could go? Like, I think like because like the Colonel's still alive. He kept the monkey boy fucking spider, right? Like, why do you do that though? That's I was just like.
That's another thing. It's like it kind of feels like it's setting it up for another movie.
But I don't want to see Colonel again.
I know. I want something different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's like why do the same villain like. For the 3 movies now, if they're doing a 3rd movie.
But the thing is, if the spider guy like saved him, wouldn't he be inclined to actually maybe change and maybe go against the human movement?
I don't fucking know anymore. I mean, that's it. I guess they get to get anywhere. So
right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I think we're gonna get another one. I think they're gonna do it. But if it's gonna take that long again, though, like, okay, that's where it's like, okay, well.
I mean, it could be a once a decade thing.
Yeah, once a decade. Or over a decade.
Yeah, over a decade in this case.
It's just crazy how long.
Yeah, no, that's actually crazy. It's been 12 years since it came out?
It was kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Actually, like, look at it.
I just feel old now.
Well, we should look into, like, life perspectives. Like, when we were in it, we were, like, in the middle of elementary school together. Mm-hmm. And then now we're pretty much done, like, university pretty much. So. And extra years upon that, so it's just kind of like it's wild to me, like how much time has passed. Because I felt like I watched it yesterday, for the first time, so just pretty amazing.
It's definitely good on the nostalgia aspect, that's for sure.
Oh, 100%, and I think that's why I brought a lot of people to the theater. I think as well. So I think generally I see a lot of general consensus for the movie, and in terms of the ratings, what are we giving it though? What is the movie rating for this one?
In terms of overall rating?
Actually, you know what this movie reminded me of? Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah.
Like, it looks so much like that game. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't fucking understand. Like it's like they pulled that shit right out. Like,
yeah, they got that, like, ancient kind of planet look going for it. Right?
Yeah, so very, very cool.
Very mystic. But I'll give it an 8.3.
8.3? Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty high up for me.
Okay.
That's keep in mind, like, usually when I rate movies, this is with recency bias, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is after settling down for a bit. Like, 8.3 is pretty solid. Like, that means, like, definitely a must watch.
And this is also him trying to gauge his ratings because you did some inflated shit.
Yeah, especially with the recency bias and stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to start lowering them down a bit. Like to keep it realistic, definitely an 8.3. Like it's definitely like this is a movie that if you haven't watched it, go watch it. Pretty much. Right?
Very rewatchable, I think.
Yes.
And just
it's a rewatchable movie. That's another good thing.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I think based on like other movies I've seen this year, like I think it was fantastic. I really liked it. I think like a lot of times like we were watching this at late at showtimes. The 10:30 thing. It started at 10:45.
And it's like, another thing. We didn't fall asleep.
No, it didn't.
Especially you.
I mean, like as much as my body wanted to fall asleep, like it wasn't letting me.
This guy's a professional sleper.
Oh, exactly. Yeah.
When it gets late. Then,
yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, exactly. So. It didn't make me do that. So I think I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I think it was just, I really enjoyed it.
9 out of 10. Okay.
It was really cool. Yeah, I can't wait to rewatch it. It's not enough to make me go to the theater and pay it again. Like I say, Spider-Man.
Spider-Man did that to me. I went the next day.
But yeah, I think that's more because you have like the history with it at least. But with this, I'm definitely going to watch it when it comes on streaming. Mm-hmm. So, but no, guys. Anyways, let us know down below what you thought of Avatar: The Way of Water. What did you think about it in comparison to us? And what would you rate it? And like, where does it like rank in comparison with the original? And just, were you pleased with what you seen the other day or last week, whatever?
Yeah.
I think it captivated a lot of audiences, and I
think it was a pleasant surprise.
Gladly, yeah. Because I think something like this could have easily just flopped, and people could have ripped on it.
I was expecting a flop.
Actually? Oh, you were.
Well, because sequels are usually.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But James Cameron's a banger, though.
Of course.
Guy knows how to make movies.
Of course, but I still. Whenever I go into like a sequel for a movie that doesn't really,
you just feel like it might not be good, Yeah.
Well, same to like think about like just in general, like when a movie doesn't need a sequel.
Yeah.
I go into that, I'm like, okay.
It's funny that you mentioned The Matrix. It's kind of like The Matrix.
That's pretty much what I was thinking.
It's kind of like The Matrix.
It's basically The Matrix. So The Matrix is an example of something that didn't need a sequel.
Yeah, because it's like because they did the first Matrix, it was just one of the best movies of all time, and then you look at like nobody talks about it.
Yeah.
Like nobody. With this, you actually speak about it. You'll be like, shit, like that was an amazing film as well. And I feel like the just very, very pleased at the end of the day. So, which is good to say. But anyways, guys, don't forget, obviously, if you did enjoy our review, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn that notification bell down below as well. Be notified for any of the reviews we do in the future. So I don't really know any movies that are coming up to mind right now, but yeah, we do a ton of reactions on the channel, so stay tuned for that if you're interested. And yeah, so Avatar 2. What's one word to describe it then?
Wet.
Wet. Yo, wet. That's pretty funny. Yeah. No, I was gonna say just like let's say just like beautiful.
Yeah, realistically, I'm not joking.
So no, it was spot on. It was fantastic and definitely a pleasure to watch. But anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. As always, we'll catch you next time. Peace.